Alright, the conversion factor quiz. Alright, so this quiz is going to take what you should already know about conversions and apply it to situations. So what you should know: how to identify the conversion factor in the context of a situation, how to explain your thought process, and how to complete conversions. So I'm going to use the following example problem as a way to demonstrate exactly what I'm looking for when we're going to answer the quiz. This is a really good example, by the way. So Miss James wants to buy donuts for her homeroom students, as long as the students return their information card and receipt information form. She has 22 kids in her homeroom. She knows that she can buy 12 donuts for $3.79 at the store, and she wants each kid to have 2 donuts. So notice I've already underlined the numbers, which are going to be the important part when we're talking about math. So given the situation, we've got a couple different questions. So question A, how much should she expect to pay for donuts? Question B, is the number reasonable? Can you buy a fraction of a box of donuts? What will she truly spend? And question C, would she be better by buying 6 donuts for $2.29 each? Alright, so for part A, for question A, how much do you expect her to pay for donuts? This is where I expect the conversions to come in. So our conversion factor is $3.79 for 12 donuts. That's the conversion factor. We know that we need 44 donuts because there's 22 students and she wants to get them 2 donuts each. So I multiplied 22 times 2. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to multiply 44 donuts to the conversion factor. So this is why I put donuts on bottom, because that's really my units. Donuts are a unit now. So 44 donuts times this conversion factor will make my units disappear. It'll make them cancel out. So all I have left to multiply is 44 times the fraction 3.79 divided by 12. This is something that we plug into the calculator exactly as it looks, and we get $13.90 is what we should expect her to spend on donuts. Okay? Now I'll move on to part B. Part B says, is this number reasonable? Can you buy a fraction of a box of donuts? What will she truly have to spend? So that should already get you thinking along the lines of the right answer. Okay, because 44 donuts is not several packs of 12. Okay, it's not a multiple of 12. So although this is a good estimate of how much she might spend, it's not the best way to think about it. The store is not going to sell her 44 donuts because she can't buy just part of a pack. Okay, so she will have to buy 4 whole packs of 12, which will cost $15.16. And that number came by multiplying the 4 packs of donuts times $3.79. Okay? And the last question was, would she be better buying 6 donuts for $2.29? So it's talking about 6 pack of donuts versus a 12 pack of donuts. So 6 packs of donuts would not be a better deal because she would have to buy 8 of them. So 8 of those 6 packs to get me more than 44 donuts would be $18.32. Okay? Now, if there were only 42 donuts to buy, okay, then it would make sense to buy 3 packs of 12, all right, which is 36 donuts right here, okay, and then 1 pack of 6, because 36 plus 6 equals 42. And it would be cheaper to buy that than to buy 4 12 packs of donuts. But in our case, we've got 44, not 42. But if we had 42, then it would work out for us. All right, so another question you might be asked, maybe things like, how many miles can you travel on 13 gallons of gas? All right, so if your car burns, that's an N, burns 30 miles per gallon, how far are you going to get on 13 gallons of gas? All right, so you start with 13 gallons. That's how much you have. And then we need our conversion factor. Well, this is a conversion factor, 30 miles per 1 gallon. All right. Now the way it's written, we have our gallons on bottom. That works out for us. So 30 miles per 1 gallon. And the reason that works out so well is because, I hope you're guessing, not guessing, I hope you know that it's because our units will cancel out. So that leaves us with multiplying 13 times 30 over 1 miles. And when we do it this way, we get an answer of 390 miles. You could even go so far as to think of if you were traveling 80 miles per hour, how long would it take? Well, if you were going 390 miles and you were speeding, which you shouldn't do, going 80 miles per hour, right? It's miles per hour. So for every 1 hour, you were going 80 miles. So sometimes you have to flip your conversion rate over. You have 80 miles per 1 hour. So your conversion rate that you would be given is 80 miles per 1 hour. All right? Well, if you flip it, 1 hour per 80 miles, and why would we need to flip it? Well, for the same reason we needed to do it earlier. I need to cancel my units. So I would now be multiplying 390 times 1 over 80. So 390 times, I'm punching into my calculator right now, equals approximately 4.875 hours, because that's the unit I have left. I really hope this helps. Study, review the other videos. You will do great.